Hello everyone, this is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles. I know I told you on the last video, but I feel like I'm bored with almost every single book. Let's get right into it. I don't know if it's a me thing because I've read some really good books that really pull me in and I really like it. It's interesting and it keeps me going. Like one that I'm listening to right now is by Sherry Lapina. I don't even remember the name of it, but it's already pulled me in and it's something interesting, okay? And it doesn't have 5 million characters. But I'm going to tell you a few books. I got all of these books for free, and I'm going to start with this one, Danielle Steel, The Right Time. I do like Danielle Steel. I like most all of her books, but there are some of her books that really are not as interesting. This one is interesting at the beginning, but then there's a whole big section in the middle. You know what I feel like a lot of books are? You're going to say, Dawn, luckily you're not an author. Okay, we'll take an average book. We'll just say 400 pages. It's like, it gets to page 200, and then for the next 100 pages, it's like they could just take out a big chunk out of that because it's a lot of repetition, and it's kind of boring. And that's kind of the way this book was. Basically, she grows up, and she grows up, and her mother never wanted to be a mom, and so the mom leaves, so she's raised by her dad. Anyway, so that I won't go into long details on that. But her dad was an older dad. She is a writer. She goes to a private school, so the lead character is a writer. And so, but she writes, I guess, crime type books. And I guess, I don't even know, they never said what time period this is. But they basically, back when she was writing them, they only accepted those types of books from males, not females. And so she had to kind of like write it as a ghost writer. And so she had to, I guess you would say, hide who she was. And it was really interesting for a while, but then it got a little bit boring. And then it got interesting again towards the end. And, you know, quite a bit happened. I do really like Danielle Steel. I had never read this. Now, I got this book for free. Since I've already read it, I will be donating this because I donate usually once a month. You know, to like an organization, all of my materials. But let me know, guys, do you like Danielle Steel? Have you read most of her books? I know I mentioned this before. I've read almost all of her books. Not all of them, but almost all of them. And my favorite book of hers is The Promise. That is definitely my favorite book. If you read her, what is your favorite book of Danielle Steel? Like I said, this one was okay. If you said, what would you rate it out of 5 stars? I would rate it a 3. But I like most books of mine to be rated a 4 or more. Now these next few books, and I'm not even going to go into long details on these at all, these were Reader Digest books. I've noticed something. I don't really love a lot of the Reader Digest books. I love the big print, but I don't really love them, except for one book that was in this, The Maid by Nita Prose. Love that book. Love Nita Prose. Let me know if you've ever read that. Love, love, love her. I love the character. I love an interesting character that has some personality to her. You know, I do. I love an interesting, fun, kind of quirky. I love quirky characters. Like one of my favorite books that you never hear anybody talking about. And let me see, Strange Sally Diamond. Love that book, and I love the character because she was really interesting and weird. Maybe it's because I'm weird, so I like weirdness. I don't know, but these were just okay. Out of all, I read The Key to Deceit by Ashley Weaver. Started out interesting, but there were just so many characters. I don't know, maybe it's just me. If there's going to be a lot of characters and things like that, I like them to kind of go through and explain a little bit about each character, get to know them, get to know more about what they're like, and maybe a little bit about their background before they hop on over to multiple characters on a page. That's kind of what I noticed about these. Do you guys have the Reader Digest books? And do you like them? I'd love to know. But let me know if you've ever gone through a time like that where you've read a lot of books, like you've read 10 books in a row, and it's not that you hate them, but you're just like, nothing's grabbing me. And what's really hard is you read a really good book that just grabs you, and it's so interesting, and it's just, you don't want to put it down to go finish your responsibilities, but you know you have to. I rarely read books like that. It's very rare, so it's such a treat when you get one like that. But like I said, these books are okay, but they're kind of boring, and I feel like that lately. So let me know what you guys think. I love you, appreciate you, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Bye, everybody.